Hello, my name is Muhammad Dinul Kawim bin Idris and I am here to discuss the statement alcoholism is a threat to our society. This statement is widely accepted because of the overwhelming evidence that supports it. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), alcohol consumption is responsible for 3.3 million deaths per year, making it a significant threat to public health. Not only does alcoholism cause a significant number of deaths, it also increases the risk of many health and social problems. For instance, alcohol abuse is a major risk factor for liver disease, and cancer. Moreover, it has been linked to an increase in violence and accidents, which can have devastating consequences for individuals and their families. Alcoholism is a problem that affects not only the individuals who struggle with it, but also society as a whole. The statement that alcoholism is a threat to our society is supported by research that shows the negative consequences of excessive alcohol consumption on health and social outcomes. In this presentation, we will analyze two peer-reviewed journal articles that provide insights into the impact of alcoholism on society. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter.
So for the first article, we know that consuming too much alcohol will kill us. So the comparative risk assessment displayed in 1990 and 2010 alcohol attributable mortality by combining data on alcohol per capita consumptions, status, trends, risk connections, and death. Most alcohol-related fatalities occurred in 1990 and 2010. Alcohol-related cancer, liver cirrhosis, and damage caused 1.5 million deaths in 2010. From 1990 to 2010, alcohol-related cancer, liver cirrhosis, and injury mortality increased for all both genders, men and women. So this article shows drinking increases global mortalities. To summarize this article, a research was carried out by Rem and Schill in 2013 to determine the number of fatalities in 2010 that may be attributed to alcohol due to cancer, liver cirrhosis, and damage. The result of the investigation shows that the alcohol contributed 5.5% of all fatalities that occurred around the world. And the leading cause of mortality that may be attributed to alcohol consumption was accidental injury, which is 29.8%, which followed by liver cirrhosis, which is 21.3%, and cancer 16.7%. It was shown that men had 7.6% higher risk of dying from alcohol-related causes than women did, which is 2.2% versus 7.6%. So the article comes to the conclusion that alcoholism is a substantial threat to public health and society, which calls for the action on the part of individuals, communities, and governments. The argument that drinking poses a risk to our culture is strengthened by the evidence presented in this article.
For the second article, titled The Impact of Alcohol on Society, the use of alcohol is associated with an increased risk of injuries and accidents. Alcoholism and chronic use of alcohol are associated with numerous medical, psychiatric, social, and family problems. Children of parents with alcohol addiction, for example, show higher rates of alcoholism than children who do not. It is important to keep in mind that alcohol and alcohol problems affect the health, safety, and well-being of people. To summarize this article, excessive alcohol consumption can lead to a range of health problems, including liver disease, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Alcohol misuse is associated with a range of social problems such as crime, domestic violence, and child neglect. The economic cost of alcohol misuse is significant, including lost productivity, healthcare costs, and law enforcement expenses. The article concludes that alcoholism is a significant public health and social problem requiring individual, community, and policy action. The article supports that alcoholism is a threat to our society.
Alcohol poses a threat to our society, according to Rem and Schill in 2013. The majority of alcohol attributable fatalities are the result of injury, according to the findings of the study. The study emphasizes the importance of public health interventions to reduce excessive alcohol consumption and its negative effects on mortality rates.
The Impact of Alcohol on Society by Howard Moss provides evidence to support the statement that alcoholism threatens our society. The article highlights the negative impact of alcohol on health, social outcomes, and economic costs. The article emphasizes the need for effective policies to address this issue, including interventions to reduce alcohol consumption and support for individuals who struggle with alcohol abuse.
In conclusion, the studies by Ram and Shield 2013 and Moss 2013 provide compelling evidence that alcoholism is a significant threat to our society. The negative consequences of excessive alcohol consumption are vast, including mortality, health, social, and economic costs. Therefore, we need to implement comprehensive interventions that address the problem of alcoholism at multiple levels, including individual, community, and policy interventions. It is essential to raise awareness of the negative consequences of alcoholism and promote responsible alcohol consumption to ensure a healthier, safer, and more prosperous society. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Alcohol use disorder, also called alcoholism, is a chronic brain disorder that affects 6% of Americans, and many of them may not recognize they have a problem. Here are 4 warning signs to look out for. 1. People with alcoholism crave alcohol. It's the foremost thought in their mind. Number 2, they are compelled to get more to drink. Getting more alcohol becomes their main objective. 3, a person with alcohol use disorder regularly loses control. 4, the consequences of an alcohol addiction can rack up, but the person with the disease still doesn't stop. There is hope for people living with alcohol use disorder. Treatment is available. You may benefit from therapy, medication, and support groups. If you suspect you or a loved one is living with an addiction to alcohol, confide in someone you trust.